Angel Reese is over the Chicago Sky, but where could she go next? It seems the honeymoon phase is officially over in the Windy City. Angel Reese, the fiery rookie who took the WNBA by storm, has apparently had enough of the Chicago Sky's lackluster performance and isn't shy about letting everyone know. After a season that can only be described as a train wreck, Reese has put the front office on blast, and now the rumor mill is churning. If the Chi-Town Barbie decides to pack her bags, where could she land to actually compete for a title? The drama as it happened. The drama reached a boiling point when Reese, in no uncertain terms, called out the organization, her teammates, and the general state of affairs. According to the Chicago Tribune, she's not settling for the same ST we did this year. You have to respect the honesty. With the Sky holding one of the worst records in the league, it's not hard to see why she's frustrated. This isn't what she signed up for. Reese is a winner, and right now the Sky are anything but. This whole situation feels like one of those group projects where one person does all the work and still gets a C. Reese has been a double-double machine, shattering expectations and proving the pre-draft doubters spectacularly wrong. Meanwhile, the team around her has crumbled due to injuries, a lack of chemistry, and what seems to be a general lack of a winning strategy. So if Reese makes a power move, which teams should be blowing up the Sky's phone? Let's break down the most logical and frankly most exciting landing spots. Could Reese help Phoenix rise from the ashes? If you're looking for a team that's just one piece away from being a legitimate title contender, look no further than the Phoenix Mercury. They have a solid core with Alyssa Thomas, Kalia Copper, and Satu Sabely, but they're seriously lacking a dominant force in the paint. They need someone who can gobble up rebounds and play tough interior defense. Sound familiar? Putting Reese on this roster would be an instant upgrade. Her otherworldly rebounding and defensive tenacity are exactly what the Mercury are missing. Plus, she's already close with Thomas and Copper, so the chemistry should be there from day one. Imagine that lineup. Frightening, right? The biggest hurdle here is the trade package. Phoenix doesn't have a ton of attractive assets to send back to Chicago unless they're willing to part with a boatload of future draft picks. But for a shot at a championship, it might just be worth it. A dream scenario in Atlanta. Another team that could make a serious play for Reese is the Atlanta Dream. They've quietly been building a solid squad and have shown flashes of being a real threat. However, like Phoenix, they could use a boost in the front court. Reese's interior presence and rebounding would be a massive addition to their lineup. The Dream have a roster full of shooters, and adding a dominant post player like Reese would create a classic inside-out game that could be incredibly difficult to stop. They could potentially offer a trade package centered around veteran players and draft picks that might entice the Sky to hit the reset button. The only question is whether Atlanta is a big enough market for a star with Reese's brand power. But let's be real, winning a championship has a way of making any city feel like the center of the universe. The ultimate power couple, Reese and Buchers. Okay, hear me out. This one isn't about winning a title next season, but about building a dynasty. What if Angel Reese joined forces with her 2020 recruiting classmate Paige Buchers on the Dallas Wings? The thought alone is enough to make the rest of the WNBA nervous. Buchers has been nothing short of phenomenal, and pairing her with Reese would create one of the most dynamic young duos in league history. This move would take the pressure off Reese to be the singular savior of a franchise. She and Buchers could grow together and build a winning culture from the ground up. The Wings are in a position to have high draft picks which they could package with other assets to make a compelling offer to the Sky. Imagine a future core of Reese, Buchers, and maybe even Buchers' UConn teammate Azzi Fudd. That's not just a playoff team, that's a potential dynasty in the making. Of course, fans might want to see Reese join super teams like the Las Vegas Aces or the New York Liberty, but let's be realistic. Those teams are already stacked and have virtually nothing to offer in a trade. The Sky aren't just going to give her away for free. Ultimately, Angel Reese holds all the cards. She's made it clear that she's not willing to waste her talent on a losing team. The Chicago Sky are officially on the clock. Either they make some serious moves to build a contender around her, or they risk losing one of the brightest young stars in the game. Your move, Chicago.